6'4" with a 92 three-pointer. 6'4" with a 95 ball handle that can literally glitch while dribbling. And a 93 excel to easily get past your defender. This is the definition of a 6'4" demigod. You think you know sports? Put your knowledge to the test and 25x your cash. This is only possible with Prize Picks. Here is my personal entry for tonight. 8 tackles plus assists. That's a little too much for me. I'm gonna go less. Daniel Jones is gonna pass more than 1 touchdown tonight, right? I'm gonna go with more. And George Kittle has been struggling lately. I'm gonna go with less than 4 receptions. Now I could go with the power play and turn my 20 into 100, but I'm gonna play it safe and go with the flex play, because even if I get one wrong, I still win. Let's go ahead and place that entry. Now, if you want that 25x, all you gotta do is just add 3 more players, choose more or less on the 3, and now the 20 can turn into 500 and it's a 25x. And even if you get one wrong, you still double your cash. Click the link in description, use code YoungDirk, and Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Yes, they will match your first deposit up to $100. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Go and get your deposit match right now. Thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into it. All right, your hand does not matter. I prefer right. Point guard, 6'4", 175 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan. Let's jump into the shooting first. We're gonna go with a 92 three-pointer. This gives us access to Agent 3s on silver, blinders and Deadeye gold, limitless range on silver. That's why specifically we're going for the 92. And then the rest of the badges are on gold or Hall of Fame except whistle. You know why I love this build? Because you're big enough to play guard on 2s and you're fast enough to play guard on 3s and 5s. This build can literally play all game modes and be dominant. I also love this build because I can pull baddies at the beach. This build actually shoots better than my other build with a 94 3. I'm gonna explain why, but first I want to talk about the power of the mid-range on this build and really any other build. In this video, you'll see a few clips of me shooting fades in the mid. And in all of those clips, I promise you that I was using a 68 mid-range. And you guys are going to see how broken the mid truly is. And it's broken on all builds, not just this build. But because on this build, my shot is so fast and the build is so fast and the fade is so fast. Speaking of the fade, I'm gonna give it to you guys. It is Pro 2. With all of that combined, if you wanted to play like 2K17 or 18 on the 2s, pick and roll just in the midi, you can do that no problem on this build. There are multiple ways you can play on this build. You can ISO, you can pick and roll, pick and pop, shoot fades in the mid, 3-hunt, you name it. This build can be played with all play styles. But back to the mid. I know a few people were thinking, Dirk, only a 77 mid? Yes, bro, with a 68, it's chicken. If it was open, okay, if the midi was open, it was going in with just a 68 mid. You do not need a high mid-range this year. And especially on big builds, bro, you can jump really far with that Michael Jordan or that Kobe Bryant fade, and it is super hard to contest. So even if you don't make this build, my tip to you is shoot more midi fades. You will not regret it. The reason why I shoot better on this build than my other build with the 94 3 is because this build is under 6'5" and gets access to the best and fastest jump shots. And here is the jump shot. It is Steph Curry base, Trae Young and Garland, 70% Garland, 30% Trae. And if you want the best jump shots for all builds and heights, the link to that video will be in the description. The Steph Curry base has one of the biggest green windows in NBA 2K24, and how I know that is with 2K Lab. If you want all the best statistical shots, the link will be in the description. Make sure you use code DIRK when you sign up. So because the green window is so big, my margin for error is greater, and because it's so fast, like bro, it's A++ speed. It is super fast. This is the fastest jump shot I have used and seen so far. And bro, if you just have an inch of room, bro, I am shooting it and sparking it, and it is so hard to contest, and it is so unpredictable when I'm gonna shoot because it's just so fast. I really do love this shot. Right now with this shot on this build, I'm shooting like 68% from three, bro. It's so easy. Most fast jump shots are hard to time. This one is easy for me, and I am shooting on push. That's it for shooting. Let's talk about playmaking and the speed of this build. Next, I want to talk about the playmaking ability and the speed. We're gonna go with a 93 Excel. We're gonna go with a 95 ball handle so we can unlock Steve Francis. We're gonna go with a 70 pass accuracy and a 91 speed with ball. We have speed booster on Hall of Fame. We have hyperdrive gold, blow by on gold, pillar combos gold, unpluckable gold, ankle breaker Hoff, and triple strike on Hoff. We're also gonna go with the 99 stamina for handles for days on Hall of Fame. I know as soon as you guys seen the intro, you're gonna wanna learn how to do this move. So I'm gonna throw a little tutorial right now and show you how to do it. I just gotta tell you how to do it. It's actually very, very easy. I call this the stutter. And if you guys don't know, I actually have a speech problem and I stutter. So this move is very easy. All you gotta do is put on the dribbling emote called skip. You are going to spam down on your D-pad while holding the left stick up, and that is it. Again, you're just spamming like spamming down on the D-pad while holding your left stick forward. With the 95 ball handle, you get access to every dribble move in the game and the best size up from 2K23, and it's still the best in 24, which is the Steve Francis. So if you do make this build or have 95 ball handle, make sure you put on Steve Francis signature size up. You also get speed booster on Hall of Fame, and 2K Lab did a test that you get a 4.8% speed boost with gold and a 7.9% boost with Hall of Fame. So Hall of Fame is definitely worth it and definitely faster than gold. You also get the handles for days on Hall of Fame, and let me tell you, you just last so long, which is something I don't ever do in bed, but we don't gotta talk about that. But you just last so long, I swear to you, bro, you can literally dribble out the entire shot clock and have enough stamina left to hit your shot. Now the 70 pass accuracy, I understand for fives it's a little low. I made this build for me, and I mainly play twos and throw in a little threes. Remember, this is a template. You don't have to copy the build exactly. If you play fives, I would definitely move up that pass accuracy to a 75 to an 80. And if you really only play fives, I would lower your defense and just put it all on your pass accuracy. For the defense, we're going to go with a 70 perimeter, and I will talk about the defense. It is different this year. We are going to go with a 58 interior and a 29 defensive rebound, and that is our defense. Here's what I mean by the defense is different this year. Look at this next clip. I have a 25 block, and I took this dude out of a dunk animation. I don't know how, but I do know how, and it's just defense one is overpowered this year, and two, it's like this year block is literally just specifically to get blocks, where last year it was like your interior D was also your block rating, if that makes sense. But this year, I personally believe that block rating is just to increase your success of actual blocks. As far as paint defense, it's only interior D. Even though I'm 6'4", if I just put my hands up and they are in the paint, I'm getting a stop 80% of the time. Obviously, if they're like 6'8" and up, it's gonna be hard to get a stop 80% of the time. But on other guards from like 6 feet to 6'6", I would say yes, 70 to 80% of the time. So on D, I want you just to wall up, don't jump at all. You don't have any block rating. There's no point to jump. Just wall up, right stick up. I have a defensive tutorial dropping soon, and if it's already out, I'll make sure I leave that in the description. And then for your perimeter D, this is very important. I feel bad to everybody who watched this and skipped this part, because this is some key info that a lot of you do not know. On 2K23, your lateral quickness rating was directly linked to your perimeter defense. But this year, 2K Toots did a test and it's linked directly to your speed. So you have an 86 lateral quickness, which is OP. So a lot of you would complain about the low perimeter because you're slower, but that is not true. You have 86 lateral quickness. Are you going to give up more blow-bys and stuff like that? Yes, but you need to make a sacrifice on most builds this year, and that is where we are sacrificing on defense. For our finishing, we're going to leave the close shot and layup as is, and we're going to go with a 75 driving dunk to unlock athletic one-handers off one. This is the best dunk package in the game up until LeBron, and for LeBron you need an 84. So if you make this build, make sure you put your dunk up to the 75. In these clips, my dunk rating was only a 55, which is why he's going up for a lot of layups. With the speed of this build and the 3-point and the fading threat, it is easy to get to the basket because they are not expecting that on a small build. If you can show the D, no, not that D, my guy, keep that in your pants. If you can show the defense that you are able to hit threes, hit fades, and dunk, the defense isn't gonna know what to do, and you're gonna be unstoppable on the offensive end of the floor. This is the final build. This is a template. I made this build to my play style. If you want to make this identical build, go ahead. But if you want to tweak it to your play style, go ahead. Here are the dribble moves and animations I was using in this video and on this build. Even if you don't make the build, drop a like for the dribble moves. And if you want an amazing dribble tutorial, that video is on screen. I highly recommend watching it. You will turn into a better player. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day. Go out.